Ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to just point out the importance of the leaves. Remind you all, we're always talking about leaves. The importance of leaves in goat-centric natural farming. The use of dry leaves as bedding in goat areas. This particular goat home has iron rock walls and a lime-rich mortar. And there's cypress siding and screen windows and metal roof and all that. This little baby goat's waiting for its mama to come back to the shelter area. And we just swapped out some of the old and put in some new dry leaves from the woods floor. It's vitally important to systematically collect, store, and rotate the leaves into these shelter areas. Rotate them in and out, rotate the old ones out, put into the compost piles, along with other fresh rakings from the woods, and put in the dry ones. So when times of lots of rain, you're going to have to break into your stores. So you have to have plenty of dry leaves stored. Now these are a combination of oak and grape and sweet gum and lots of other goodies that are out in the woods here. You can also use pine straw, and we do at times, but we avoid it as a main bedding for goat-centric natural farming because it doesn't decompose as readily and such. Sometimes we just choose to use some in some bedding for a heavy mat below and then have leaves on top, and then we just kind of manage it separately. But at this time, it's like there's no reason for that. Let's just give them plenty of great leaves and change them out in a few days. Keep everything nice and dry and clean. This little baby goat is in here waiting for mama. And we've got a big bucket of hay here. We've got some fresh water here. And temperatures are starting to drop. It's mid-October. And you know that we can see frost as soon as early November here. Typically it comes towards the end of November, but you have to be ready because it can dip down with a freak early frost like we had in 2024. It was the winter of 2023 going into 24 that we had the freak frost. This last winter was okay. We didn't get the frost till right at the end of November. Anyways, just wanted to emphasize the importance of these leaves and to use that as a bedding material rather than hay. I mean, you use hay and you're confusing the goats. There's feed and bedding, and that can lead to problems, okay? So let's make it clear what the bedding is and what the feed is. You know, and the feed should be kept, in this case, I got a big pot here, a big plastic pot. In this small cabin, that's sufficient for them to grab some hay to eat out of there in the evening. There's a little late night treat. But just a note on the bedding, and again, this is our favorite compost material. It composts quickly and makes a nice light compost that's just so good for growing everything. So leaves are the number one, and deciduous tree woods are the real asset to the goat-centric natural farmer. If you're growing things on an acre, it'd be nice if you also had an acre of woods to collect leaves and things from. In our case, it's more acres than that, but yeah, the woods are a great investment. Don't cut all those down. Anyone who cuts all the woods down, wow, what a disservice. What are you going to do? Go down and buy potting soil from a box store and use that for your... I don't get it. That people... I see it all the time online, people talking about trying to get some potting soil. What should I use? And people telling them to go buy these bags. You know how much of this stuff you gather from the woods in one little area? And the diversity of it all, the decaying wood, all the microorganisms in there, the fungi and such that are growing. It's just so much better. For just right now a nice clean bed, and then in the compost just making soil. Isn't that right, little goat? Isn't that right? Ma. 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 Little goat. A little goat.